Hi Amanda, how are you
Hi,
doing?
Didi.
I want to find out and have you tell us a little bit about yourself and your family.
Thank you, Didi. Glad to be here with you. I have a long career in public health and healthcare administration for more than 35 years, but I'm also a state senator and served 4 years in the House and 4 years in the Senate. And I have two wonderful children where I tell people they're my biggest blessing. My daughter Lucy, who graduated from MIT with a master's degree in chemistry, and my son, who has graduated from the Air Force Academy back in 2005. He's a pilot, helicopter search and rescue, and he's a highly decorated. He's my hero.
Okay.
And so I've done a lot of trips to Iraq and Afghanistan, and so we're very much for military and our veterans issues are one of my very close to my heart.
Wow, yeah, the veteran issue is an issue that is something near and dear to my heart. How many tours has your son?
I went twice to Iraq and one to Afghanistan.
Wow, 3
Yes,
tours.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It's a lot of work, yes, and so my prayers and my heart goes to a lot of the families and moms and dads who have their sons and daughters, fighting for our freedoms and liberties.
Now, I found out today that you were instrumental in helping pass an Arizona bill with regard to the breast cancer license plate. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure, that was back in 2005 when I saw the need to increase support for a lot of the women in the state of Arizona that did not have medical insurance. And particularly Hispanic women were not reaching the doctor in the screening to detect cancer in the early stages to save their lives, because that's what it does, is we save lives by early detection and screening. So the license plate gave us an avenue to raise money and help the families and the women that didn't have insurance. And so we save a lot of families right now, a lot of moms and grandmas and sisters that come to my clinic and visit my nonprofit that I'm in charge of, and they have saved their lives, and that is very rewarding to see that.
The pink ribbon is another issue that is near and dear to women's hearts, and I am very happy to support you just on that notion alone.
Thank you, Didi.
You just, I mean, that should cause every woman in the state of Arizona to want to support you in your campaign. And thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Another reason why I'm intrigued with your candidacy is you've helped domestic violent victims, the women, and it's my understanding that you began a restaurant. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Right. It's a very unique place in Somerton, and I created that place. It's a Main Street Cafe, and what it is a training center, and the purpose of that and the mission was to create a center that we can bring women that have been victims of domestic violence or they've been in welfare, and give them a skill to survive and to learn the skills of running a business, culinary arts, how to take care of themselves, how to eat right. So it's all combined in wellness, but also give them the business skills to go out and succeed in their life. And by creating their own catering business, and as you know, a lot of our families are small businesses. They want to, sell breads or pastries, or they set up their own place. So this was will give opportunities to women to become business women and take them away from that domestic violence cycle, and also to get them off welfare.
So the fact that you created Main Street Cafe, you're a small business owner and can identify with several small business owners here in the state of Arizona.
Oh, absolutely. I've been running this business for a long time, not only the Main Street Cafe, but an organization that has right now become an incredible organization that serves the entire county, Yuma County, and very successful business in creating medical care, giving access to those that need access to affordable health care, which is the key right now for a lot of the working families to get affordable health care.
Well, I'm very glad that you created this business as an avenue and as a means to help women to become self-sufficient and confident and get them off of welfare. and I applaud you for that. And
Thank you.
again, it just underscores why I support your campaign.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about your nonprofit?
Well, the nonprofit was established in 1987, so it's been a long time serving the communities in rural areas. And I came aboard in 1991, so I've been working for this organization for a long time, 22 years. And so what we do is, try to target underserved and isolated rural areas where nobody dares to go, basically. And so I established medical clinics to increase access to care. We provide training, as I mentioned before, to those women that they needed to give them skills to survive in life, and also provide training for young folks, high school dropouts or displaced workers in the vocational health career. So we've been very successful in providing and empowering a lot of families and individuals.
Now, Lucy, one of the strong points that Lucy spoke of was the fact that when you came on board this nonprofit, it was on the brink of failing, and you turned it around. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, a few years after I came aboard in 1995, this agency lost everything due to the loss of funding from the state and some other federal grants that they were coming in. And so what I told my board, I said, if you let me run this organization the way I feel that it should be run, independent just from grants. Grants are important, but it's not the sole, it's not self-sustainable. So I ran it like a business, and it's still nonprofit, serving a great purpose in our community, but nonetheless, I run it like a business, and it became self-sustainable that we don't need, to have a grant. We go for grants to help the community, but it's self-sustainable, and now it's became a $5 million, close to $6 million operation.
Wow.
Just in 10 years, yeah.
Wow. It sounds like you enjoy the atmosphere that is more free and entrepreneurial, and I believe in those principles that when we become too micromanaged, people can't really work as well. I mean, it's important to have a happy climate and freedom.
Absolutely. And what we've done is that through this organization, just in the last 6 months, I doubled my personnel. In a very difficult economic environment, as you know, that all the business were thriving, I was able to put my agency at front and move it fast enough that I have more than 70 employees.
Wow.
And so, we are one of the most progressive nonprofits, I will say, in the state. So much that people from other border communities like Texas or in California are asking us to implement models of excellence that I have implemented in my nonprofit.
Now, in the nonprofit, how many employees did it have when you came on board?
When I came aboard back, there were only 5 employees.
So you went from 5 to 70 employees.
Right.
So you're a job creator.
Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
That's really important. That's strong executive leadership.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you've helped the elderly community? You know, in our culture, we like to take care of our grandmas and our grandfathers. Can you tell me how the elderly need to be cared for with regard to health care?
Well, a lot of issues have come out with the elder in the rural communities, especially transportation, and that's something that we've been advocating tremendously to make sure that seniors have access to the services that they need. Transportation is one of them, healthcare services, and we know that we like to take care of my mama and nana and tata in our homes, so we created this part of our technical school that I developed is a caregiver program. So we're training members of our own communities to go and be certified as caregivers. And so they are able to go into the homes and help the families to take care of the elders and provide in a very cultural, sensitive way what our nanas and tatas need to be taken care of in a very, very respectful way.
Very nice. I'm an independent registered woman voter. Can you tell my audience, the independents, the women, why they should support your campaign?
Well, I have a strong background in terms of helping the women. We talk about the training center, getting people out of the domestic violence situations, giving women an opportunity in different careers in medical field, but also the advocacy that I have brought through my years with the license plate, or as my role as a legislator when I was in the Senate or in the House, that we fought for the issues and that women matters the most. So employment, health care, helping with the child care. I mean, those are issues that matters the most to a lot of the working moms and of course the elder, our nanas who are at home, you know, taking care of a lot of our children, you know, making sure that also be rewarded.
There appears to be some rumors circulating out there in the political atmosphere here in our state where folks on both sides of the aisle are saying that independents cannot vote in the primary election, and I know that they can, and they would just need to request a Democratic ballot
Right.
in order before August 10th in order to vote for you. So I'm certainly going to communicate to the independents and women to request the Democratic ballot before August 10th so that we can support your candidacy.
Thank you, and that will be a lot of help to me, and so I would appreciate that.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.